Hey guys, welcome to Outlaw Edge. Appreciate you checking out my channel. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you have any comments, around the time you're watching this video or at the end of the video or whatever, leave some comments down below. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to our other channels. Go check them out on YouTube, and that is NZMOPAR Outlaw Customs and Iron Horse Garage and Iron Outlaws. And I have another new YouTube channel coming out soon that I haven't told nobody about, and I'll work on that. And we're gonna be doing some cool stuff, so stay tuned. But I noticed that, like, when I'm in the shop working or whatever, and I'm trying to explain to people when they're using a MIG welder, and they have wire hanging out of it, and the tip's all clogged up, and they're trying to change the ends and whatever, the tip. A lot of the times I try to explain to them to use the welding pliers, and that's what this video is about. Using welding pliers and the proper use for those welding pliers. So I know this is kind of simple for some people because you've done it your whole life, but there's other people that they don't know how to do that. So I figured I'd do that, do a quick welding plier video since I only had a few minutes today. I'm super busy. So these are your typical welding pliers, and they're spring loaded. You could pick these up for anywhere from $9 to $12 a piece on eBay, Amazon, or whatever. And there's all different styles. They have different handles, different sizes and shapes and whatever. And I've seen these all the way up to like $30 a piece. And so the proper use of welding pliers is a lot of times your cap, your collet, or this isn't your tip, but your brass deal on the outside here, a lot of times it's really tight and you can't get this off. This one you can unscrew pretty easy. But a lot of times they'll get tight from junk being down inside there. And that's what this here is for. And you can see it's got like, inside there, it's got like knurling. Sorry about the crappy camera work. It's got the knurling in there, and that's to reach over like this and take those off. And just like that, it'll take the end off for you. And then on the other part of the pliers, you have this smaller section here, right there. And that is to take your tip off. You got your tip that, the wire runs through. Same thing, it has like some knurling in here. And then that's to take that off. And that way you can take the tip off here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on. And then you have the cutters, which are here on the welding pliers. And you have a flat side, which is flush. And then you have, it's about 1/4 inch or 3/8 deep. And you can see there in the camera how one side is flat and one side is deep. And that's to give you the perfect cut on your welding wire when it's sticking out of the tip here. So if you want to take the end that's got the hole in it, and you're going to run that towards the wire and towards the welder, and you're going to bump it up to the tip here. And then when you use the cutters, that's going to leave this out about 1/2 inch. And then that's your proper length for your wire when you get ready to start welding. That way, when you bump this up to something and pull the trigger, you start welding, it's already at the perfect length. And that's what that's for. And then on this side, you have a hammer. A lot of times you got to tap on the welder or something that you're messing with. You have hammers here. And there's a lot of uses for these, and then if you take this off, the way these are set up, like they're almost like a needle nose, but they're kind of squared off, and they have like a really strong or really hard 90-degree tip here that goes like this. And that's to stick inside here and turn. But what you want to do is, you see all the junk that's inside there right now from welding? That's what these are for. You could go like this, pull all that crap out of there. And it doesn't take much to do that. And then you're gonna use this end to stick down inside there And these are reamers to clean that tip out. And junk is just dumping out of there. I need to start doing this more often. And then you can see that now it's all clean on the inside where the gas can come out freely for your wire. So these ones here have these big rubber handles on them, and they're kind of gimmicky and crappy. I don't really care for them. I ordered these off of eBay. They were 12 bucks. They're spring loaded, which I like that. That's pretty cool. That does become a pain in the ass though when you have it in a sheath, when you keep it on your side. A lot of times I'll stick it right in my pants pocket, and then the little hammer section here gets caught when you're trying to pull them out. So that kind of, you know, is kind of cumbersome, but it's not too bad once you get used to them. But what you can do is you could pull these handles, you just put this in a vise and knock this off with a screwdriver or, you know, a pry bar or whatever, and you pull these handles off. And this is actually the same set of pliers right here. And I kind of use these ones a lot more just because I don't have those handles on them. But they come in really handy. And you'll find other uses for these flat spots and the little hammer sections here. You'll find other uses on your welder. I use this a lot of times when I'm trying to change the wire on the welder itself. And you always tend to stick your finger with that wire. So what I do is I'll take this, the needle nose part, and I'll bend that wire over, and I'll take the little hammer part and I'll sit it on my welding cart and I'll hammer it so it's flat, and I'll hook it over the welding wire so that because you guys all know that when you're doing welding wire and you're hooking it up on your MIG welder, a lot of times it'll just want to unroll off the whole spool. And that's what I use this for a lot of times. Or if I'm welding, I'll be tapping on stuff, moving stuff around. These are super handy, very, very handy tool. One of my most used tools in the shop. So just a simple, quick video, nothing crazy. I just wanted to show you that. You know, there's a lot of guys that I've seen though, that I've tried to explain to them, you know, grab the welding pliers and then they're grabbing like a set of dikes or cutters or linesman pliers. And I'm like, no, just grab the damn welding pliers. And then, you know, clean out the tip and everything else with those pliers and using them correctly, you know. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Go buy some of these on Amazon or eBay or wherever, and you won't regret it when you have a welding fabrication shop. These are super handy. Throw them in your pocket of your pants, your work pants. When you're working, they're there all the time, and you'll find a million uses for them. They're kind of like a multi-tool, you know, and super handy to use. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. Later.